And then you'll be able to get a good fee for whatever it is. So don't worry too much. Somebody's interested in everything. And anything you can be interested in, you'll find others will. It is absolutely stupid to spend your time doing things you don't like.
Alright guys, today we have a Z project that... Sorry about that. Today we have a Z project that I'm very excited about because this is going to make the car drive totally differently, and that's a very good thing because it's something I've been meaning to do for a while and I just haven't wanted to spend the money on it, but I finally bit the bullet and I ordered myself some, is it on this side? Yeah. Some Hotchkiss soy bars from Injuku. Not sponsored, I paid for these, full price. So I got these through Injuku. I get all my parts locally through Injuku because they're awesome. Wes dropped them off to me just now. So the reason I went with the Hotchkiss soy bars is because one, they're adjustable, which is cool. I like adjustability, even if I don't end up using it. It makes me feel cooler to have adjustable suspension. It's just like one of those mental things. But I'll probably adjust it and get the car dialed in. I'm just trolling myself. All right, but also everyone I've seen with like PBM or WiseFab running a sway bar runs the Hotchkiss bars and doesn't have issues with the interference with the wheels. So it's a very good thing. So I mean, hopefully we can put them on and maintain similar angle while having sway bars. A big front bar is really important, just for the way the car drives and stuff. And then a rear bar, normally a lot of people take them out, and I think it would be okay as long as I had a big front bar, but right now my car rolls so much that I get like horrible tire wear. Like really, like if it's a lot of right-hand turns, the left side wheel will wear positive and the right side will wear negative because the car body rolls so hard. Anyway, also have a poly ISR trans mount because we're going to be doing a cool shifter, which I'll show you guys when that happens, probably after we put the trans in. So anyway, just a little update on what we're doing. We're doing soy bars today, got some other stuff to do, but this is where we're starting because it's the most important part of the project. Oh, I also got an ISR white pipe because mine is janky, one of the studs is broken, and stock. So maybe it'll sound cooler. Not that it sounds cool now, but maybe it'll sound cool. Cool? In general? Cool? I don't know why I just walked this way. I think my clutch is here. Stop. Please stop. Thank you. Thank you. Alright, so we have our sway bars, rear, front. This is actually a big front bar. I'm pretty sure it's hollow though, which would be why it's so much larger than stock. New bushings. It comes with new brackets for the rear. But while Steve was at the junkyard, he was like, hey, there's a Z here, you need anything? And I got him to grab me these front brackets because I don't have any brackets on my car because when I got it, it didn't have any sway bars on it. I also ordered end links off Rock Auto. They were between like $5 and $7 each, so I needed all four. And they're specific per side. Front left, front right, rear left, rear right. They're all different. Which reminds me, we got to cut one off here. That'll be the first thing we do. Anyway, these are adjustable, so the further you are inside, the less leverage the suspension has on the, this is essentially a torsion spring, so therefore the stiffer it's going to be. So we'll probably start with the rear at full soft and the front full stiff, and just kind of see how it goes, and then we can adjust from there. Yeah, I got stock end links though because I didn't really feel the need for adjustable ones. Alright, this is actually going to suck more than I thought it would. So this is what we need to cut off. As you can see, it's not like, oh cool, we cut through the stud and we're good. It's like we're gonna have to cut right along the edge of the mount itself to get that off. But to do that, we're gonna need to pull the coilover out so we don't risk cutting it and we have room to get in there. And then we'll try to cut it and hope for the best. I don't know guys. Sketchy. That was a beautiful success. Barely nicked the actual mounting point. I'm very happy with that. Yes, I was still wearing shorts. I didn't feel like changing, all right? But I put all this other protective gear on. I know you're not supposed to wear gloves with rotisserie, spinny stuff, but my hands were getting burnt with sparks, so I don't know what to tell you. Can't please all the safety people. Check out that precision. Here is like the only place where I just grazed the surface, but literally the whole tab is still intact. very, very happy about that. Thought it was gonna go potentially much worse. Okay, now we can install the front sway bar. Gotta clean my cardboard off that I put under there before I was gonna lay under there and just got dirt all over it, which defeats the purpose of it. I'm just slapping the coilover back in real quick. Oh, I started watching Narcos, which I know I'm late to the game, but so good. Crazy. So crazy. I'm on like season 2.5, I think. Let me know what you guys think of Narcos. It's always cool to hear your opinions on shows, because a lot of times I'm like, yes, thank you. I think it's good though. Solid. Solid show. I gotta give Hotchkiss credit. Vehicle specific instructions to the EQ. Tells you everything. They're kind of more generic instructions, but they're on a 350Z, which is really cool. Looks like they have the rear too, yeah. No, they got the rear too. That's rare. That's rare. Instructions are invaluable. I know we're men and we don't read instructions, but it's nice to like look at it and be like, okay, yeah, that's how that goes, and that's how that bolts up. All right, cool. Comes with grease for the bushings, so we gotta grease them. But anyway, we're gonna install the front one first and go from there. To take the guesswork out for myself, I just went and looked up sway bar links, found the part numbers, and labeled them front left, front right, rear left, rear right. Look how snazzy those look. All red, matches my toolbox, matches my Crocs. Okay, one more quick stalling thing. I realize you guys have met Sandy, but you haven't met Tuck, because he's kind of a little wimp. There's Tuck. Oh, don't run away. Don't run away. It's okay, Tuck. He's such a little wimp. Like I said, he just runs away half the time, but he's just not as adventurous as Sandy. Okay, enough distractions. Say bye, Tuck. Say goodbye. Okay, bye. Bye, Tuck. See you later. All right, bud. Okay. All right, I think our best plan of attack here is to get the sway bar up and the brackets kind of holding it loose, and then we'll slide the bushing in afterwards. I gotta figure out where they even mount to. Is it like a two-piece mount thing? Yeah, no, that's definitely how that goes. Let me show, this is weird. Let me just show you guys. I know I make these videos way too, ow! Ow! Jesus! Ow. I hit my head on this, and then that bounced me into the transmission. Anyway, I know I make these videos too long by showing you guys all this stuff, but some of you care. So there's a bracket, and then this is the second part of said bracket. And it goes like that. Isn't that strange? I guess it's to drop it down, but you would think, I don't know. I mean, I guess it makes sense. It's just weird. Okay, anyway, I promise, we're gonna install it now. I promise. We're doing it. Oh, almost hit my head again. Okay, I'm gonna put the bushing on the sway bar first. I changed my mind on the plan of attack. Just because it's gonna be a like tight squeeze getting this into the bracket, because I just test fitted it. So, definitely wanna put it in on the bar first. This is mildly difficult by yourself, just for the fact that you've got to hold both sides up at the same time. Ah, don't fall. No, stop flashing. I know I didn't charge you, but just hold in there for me, brother. Hold in for me, bud. I know you got this. I have faith in you. Alright, put a battery in this. Alright, sway bar is bracketed in. Now we just need to hook up the end links, which we kind of know where they go, so hopefully that goes smoothly. Alright, we'll go one from full stiff. Compromise just to make it bolt in well. Can always change it later if we so desire. If it seems like we're having problems with the end links binding, then I'll suck it up and buy expensive end links. I just didn't feel like spending $120 on some little spherical rod ends. I'll just freaking make my own. Before we start on the rear, I need to change my inner tie rods and my rack spacers. This one, there's teeth that hold it into the rack. I'll show you guys when we get there. But I also remembered I have a, is it 18 or 16? 16K front spring that I put in because I didn't have any front sway bar. It's kind of a common misconception that like you want to, increase spring rate to decrease roll. Roll should usually try to be controlled by sway bars, as in like body roll. you know, and then your kind of like front to back movements are what you want to control with spring, like, you know, breaking into a corner, turn in, accelerating, squat, all that stuff. So that's why we're going to go softer in the front, because we're super soft in the rear as is. So I'm going to go down to a 10, see how that is. But with a big front bar, it should be solid, should help alleviate some of my understeer issue. The big front bar might, I don't know, we'll see what happens, but definitely going down in spring rate. I'm glad I didn't forget that. 16Ks and a big sway bar would be like understeer city. We got the rear bar laid out, but again, tie rods, rack spacers, need to do that first. All right, so what these rack spacers do is it's a rear mount rack. So what it does is it moves the tie rod forward, so that when it goes through the sweep, it doesn't over center, because if it over centers here and it's pulling back, it'll want to just keep pulling it. It won't want to pull it back like this. Anyway, they have these little tabs that orient them forward. So, you know, this is the driver's side, makes it go forward. Same reverse on the other side, so it holds it forward. Well, what happens is the tabs break off. See how this was broken off? Here's actually the piece that was still hanging out in the rack. So I noticed that like at the compound I was drifting, and I did like a backwards entry to the right, and like everything was fine because the driver's side of the car was loaded up. Then I did a backwards entry to the left, or tried to, and the wheel locked up at full iron. I could not get it out until the car like unloaded and kind of like straightened up on its own. What it was the rack spacer had flipped down and was basically pointing straight down. So we've got new ones to fix that problem, because the tabs are broken on mine. And this one is cross-threaded. That was my fault. I remember when I put it in, I thought it was fine, and it wasn't. I cross-threaded it. Only thing is about that is I don't have that size Allen key, so I'll have to get one of those and add it to my tool bag. But anyway, time to install the rear. Let's do it. Bar mounts. I feel like these. Oh no, that's something else. Oh, here we go. No, that's not it. Oh, here we go. Found it. Found it. Okay, so this is where the sway bar mounts, this bracket. So I have it on this side, don't have it on the other side. So we're gonna go ahead and install it, just missing that one bracket and end link, and then we'll put that on later. Oh no, you guys fell over. I'm glad I looked at you. I wouldn't have known you guys were hurting. There's like just enough room for me to sit under here. I lost my lube, found my lube. Found it. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and put this end link on just so we have it on. So this one we give the most leverage, and with that it's putting it on the softest setting, which is all the way out. I don't think you guys can even see what I'm doing at all, but that's okay. That is okay. A-okay. Ta-da! Sway bar 75-90% installed. Well, that is what the sway bar looks like installed. I think it looks pretty snazzy. I'm really happy they're red, just kind of coincidentally. I don't know why I like red. I don't like red on cars, but I like it in general as like an accent color. But I don't even like it as an accent color. I don't understand my like for red. Okay. Yeah, I guess that's it's gonna be it. I'm really excited to see how this does with the rear tire wear. Might pull a little bit of rear grip out of it, but we're so soft on the springs as is. You know, we already have more grip than we really need with the power level. So if it can save tire, it's worth it to sacrifice a little grip, if we even do. This might actually help. Suspension's one of those weird things where like everyone has a different opinion. And like, yes, there's suspension theory, which you can kind of go off of, but like I don't know, things can just go a lot of ways and you don't really know how exactly something's going to affect something until you try it. I'm really excited to see how this thing does with sway bars, especially a big front bar. In all my experience, I like having a big front sway bar, so not having one has kind of sucked. So I'm really, curious how the car is going to drive. Super exciting. So I guess that is going to be it for this video. We'll outro with the sway bar in the background. Tomorrow we're going to be putting the action clutch in. That's a mouthful. We're going to be putting that in, putting the trans back in, putting the white pipe in. Steve's going to come over and help. We have another surprise for tomorrow, but we're not going to do it probably tomorrow. It'll be the next day with the other surprise thing that I haven't told you guys about yet. Both things are really cool and I'm really hyped for them. So tomorrow, clutch install. Next day, cool little things that I think are super cool. Thank you guys for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Goodbye.